All right, team. What's going on? Welcome to the Create from Truth podcast. I'm your host, Will, and I've got a empty Google Doc open on my screen right now. So if you guys are listening to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, I've been getting a lot of questions where last week you guys were asking, Will, you're talking about video. What exactly are you talking about? On Spotify podcasts and on YouTube, I have video associated with my podcasts. So if you guys are listening on Apple, if you want to see the video, listen on Spotify or go to at Will Schiller Consulting on YouTube, and you can watch some of the videos that I have with the podcast there. Or if you just want audio, you can continue listening on Apple. That's totally fine as well. But so you guys know who just have audio, I have a Google Doc in front of me for the video right now, and I'm about to walk you through a visual exercise just so you can see this. So when it comes to some of the most successful clients that I've ever worked with, or even looking at some people inside of the online health and fitness coaching industry right now who are doing very well, they all have one main trait in common, and that's relentless execution on the most important thing. Let me repeat that. That's relentless execution on the most important thing. So to paint the picture of the converse of that, right? The complete other side of that is other coaches who struggle, other coaches who, let's say, are under 5K a month, they have shiny object syndrome. They're looking at all these different things. Maybe they see initial success with a certain strategy, but then they're trying to build out their YouTube. They're trying to get their podcast off the ground. They're trying to build out their website. They're trying to get these clients at a lower ticket rate, and then these clients at a mid-ticket rate, and then these clients at a higher ticket rate. And you're trying to do all of these things at once, and you're doing none of them well. Whereas the coaches who see the best results, they understand what their acquisition strategy is and whatever works best for them. I'm going to show you one acquisition strategy that I teach inside of my coaching, and more specifically inside of Top 20 in today's podcast, just to describe the point I'm making here. But regardless, whatever you guys use, and the most successful coaches just double down on that. The most successful coaches don't get distracted on anything else that looks like good opportunities. And that's the biggest thing, right? Is that the reason why these other opportunities are shiny to us is because they are good, right? It's not like they're bad. They are good. You could make a little bit of money. You could get some clients. You could get maybe more followers or whatever it may be in front of a new audience. They're good opportunities. But the great coaches say no to those things, and they focus on the most important thing. So let me walk you through this. Reason why this is so important and kind of top of mind for me right now is because obviously I just went through the launch for Top 20, and I signed 6 clients for it, which was my goal. And now I've put an end to it for now, and I'll probably accept some new clients at the beginning of October, depending on what my capacity looks like. I am expecting a new daughter during that time, so we'll see. But I might accept some new clients in October and then close it down for the rest of the year again. But I'm in the process of onboarding the initial batch of clients for Top 20, right? And what we've done is we've outlined what I call our Top 20 thesis. So what do I mean by our Top 20 thesis? And it doesn't have to be a Top 20 thesis. For you guys listening who obviously aren't a part of Top 20, what is your thesis for getting to where you want to go? And this is very important. And I know that's kind of a fancy university-based word to use, but what I mean is, like, what is the North Star that you're focused on in your coaching business? A lot of coaches don't have that, right? And to unpack that even more, what I mean by North Star is, what is the thing you're aiming for every month? And just getting 3 new clients isn't it, right? Or 5 new clients isn't it. Is what is your process to get there? Most coaches don't give themselves a long enough runway to get there. So let me give you an example. Let's say, now, obviously this is biased towards me and the process that I teach, which is the value video system. So I'm going to write this out in the Google Doc right now. Value video process, right? So essentially what this is, for some of you guys who don't know, the value video is an individualized Loom video, essentially, where what we're doing is we create some slides that are based in ethical buying psychology and communicating what our process is in the best possible way. And we're communicating to an individual. This isn't a standalone video, it's an individual video, based off of the conversation that you had with them on Facebook, on Instagram, based off where their problem is, why they're stuck, what the goal is that they have. And we're communicating to them hey, here's a better way of doing things. Here's what my coaching process looks like, and here's what it could look like for you based off of exactly where things are at, based off what you just told me, right? That's the value video. And then we'll paint the picture of, if nothing changes, here's what your life could look like. If you apply my XYZ system, here's what your life could look like, right? We want to make sure that we're painting those realities. And that's what the value video does. And obviously I'm extremely biased in saying this, so take this with a grain of salt because I made it. But the value video converts better than anything I've ever seen inside of the online marketplace today. And I have some clients, or I should say past clients, who message me literally like 5 years later after working with me. And they say, hey, Will, I just want to say thank you because I still use the value video to this day. Like literally 5 years later. It's pretty wild. Anyway, some of those coaches even are at 7 figures and they're extremely busy. And like, for example, Mauro, he messaged me this the other day. He's like, I have a team of 5 other coaches working under me. And obviously I'm very busy with everything that I do on a day-to-day basis. I have a 7-figure online health coaching business, but I still find time to send value videos because that's how well they convert. Now, speaking of conversion, this is what I'm about to walk you guys through. So let's say your value video, I'm going to say on average converts at, let's say 20%. So I'm going to say converts at 20%. For my clients, they convert better, but just for the sake of this video, because you guys are watching this video from all different walks of life as an online coach, I'm going to hedge my bets here. I'm going to say your value video might convert at 20%, okay? Now, the biggest mistake that online coaches make at this point is that, and just what I mean by this, by the way, guys, is if you send out 10 value videos to become clients, right? That's essentially what I mean by convert. So if this is true for you, the biggest mistake most coaches make is that, okay, cool, interesting. So that's awesome, but I'm going to focus on this other offer as well, or I'm going to focus on growing the in-person side of things for a little bit, or I'm going to do my website, whatever it may be. That's coaches who struggle. Coaches who win say, okay, so this is true for me right now. My value video converts at 20%. My only focus inside of my coaching business right now is how can I send out more value videos? That is my only focus. How can I send out more value videos? Everything else is a distraction. Because if this is true, yes, can I increase my conversion rate? Yeah. Can I have better content on Instagram? Yeah. Can I beef up my website or whatever it may be? Yeah. But if this is true for you, your only focus in your head should be, how can I send out more value videos? Depending on what your goals are. So let me walk you through an example. Okay. Let's say that, just for the sake of this training, let's say your coaching program is $1,000 a month for 12 months, just for easy math for me, easy math for me, for the sake of this training. Now, obviously insert whatever your price point is and for how long your coaching program is. But if you're using the value video strategy inside of your acquisition system, I highly recommend having a good price point and a long-term duration to your coaching. Now, what is your goal? Let's say, for example, your goal is every single month at this coaching program for $1,000 a month for 12 months, I want 6 new one-on-one coaching clients. That's your goal. That's a great goal. That's actually really, really good goal. You're probably a relatively high-level coach. But 6 new clients for your one-on-one coaching program at $1,000 a month for 12 months, that's your focus. And this is your thesis, right? My value video converts at 20%. So your only focus is just simply doing the math. And this is where business, I know it might sound boring, but in my opinion, this is actually where business gets fun because you're just reverse engineering what you need to do to get to where you want to go. And if you're getting 6 new clients, just to help you guys understand this, 6 new clients at $1,000 a month, yes, obviously that's just $6K that you're collecting in this given month, right? But that's actually $72,000 in the year. So in terms of revenue generated after you get those new 6 clients, that's $72,000 inside of the year. That's amazing monthly recurring revenue, or MRR, as we call it in online coaching. That's amazing. That's amazing. This is what this process can do. So it's the focus on this process that is the most important element when it comes to growing your online coaching business. So if this is your goal, you want 6 new one-on-one coaching clients, you guys just do the math on this, right? So if your value video is converting at 20%, which I would say is probably pretty normal for a lot of you guys listening to this. That means your goal is to send out 30 value videos in a calendar month, and you're going to convert 20% of them, which is what CR means, conversion rate. So it's going to equal 6 new clients. Now, not every month is going to look this pretty. Sometimes it'll convert a little bit less. Sometimes it'll convert a little bit more, right? And you'll get more clients. That's just the nature of business. But this at least gives us a really good direction with everything that we're doing. And this is what most online coaches need, is focused direction and just simplicity of path. And just putting one foot in front of the other and taking the action steps instead of doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and never really getting to where you want to go. This, my friends, is a very good North Star to have inside of your coaching business. And like I said, most coaches don't have a North Star. This is an incredible North Star, because one of two things happen at the end of a month. Either A, you achieved your goal, or B, you understand even better what your true conversion rate is so that you can achieve your goal the next month. Either way, it's a win. Either way, it's a win, because you have data and you can tweak and adjust your action steps to get to where you want to go even better. And that's exactly what we want to do. And guys, just to complete this example, and I'm going to give you another example here in a second, that might be more realistic for some of you. I know I aimed pretty high here. 6 new clients for one-on-one coaching, right, at $1,000 a month. Let's say you do this for 6 months. This is your primary focus. This is what Top 20 is all about, right? Let's say you do this for 6 months. You just put the blinders on and you're just sending out 30 value videos every month for 6 months, okay? At the end of 6 months, if you guys achieve your goal of 6 clients every single month, that's $36,000 per month in revenue, one-on-one coaching revenue every single month. Now, because we're signing clients to 12 months, this is reoccurring. And let me unpack this for a minute. This is another mistake I see most coaches make, is you're looking at this on the front end and you're like, oh, Will, boo-hoo, like 6 new one-on-one coaching clients at $1,000 a month. That's only $6K in cash collected. I want more money, right? I want pay in fulls. I want this, I want that. And that's okay. Like, obviously sometimes that happens. But I see a lot of coaches who want to scale super, super fast. They're running on this hamster wheel, right? They're like the hare, the tortoise and the hare. They're the hare, and they don't win the race. Whereas my clients are smart, and they think, yeah, pay in fulls are great, but like I'm okay with growing slower initially, because this is going to stack on top of each other month after month after month. So give yourself 6 months of doing this, and yeah, the initial growth might be slow, but you're growing to 6K a month, 12K a month, 18K a month, 24K a month. And it just stacks because they're signed for a year. Now you get to a point 6 months later where you have $36,000 coming in month after month after month. You could do nothing. You could literally do nothing the next month, because you structured this offer as a long-term offer. You'll minimum have this coming in, $36,000. And insert your price point here and how many clients you want here. This is obviously just for the sake of this example. But bro scalers who get pay in fulls all the time and are just always focused on the next client, and they're just always in a high cortisol state and high stressed out state. They're always looking for the pay in fulls. Yeah, you might have a $50,000 cash collected month or whatever it may be. But guess what? Next month, you might be starting at zero. Whereas my clients, next month, they're starting at $36,000 without lifting a finger. No right way to do things, right? I'm just explaining the method that I teach, and the clients who are attracted to me will be attracted to the method that I teach, right? If you guys want pay in fulls and you want to run on a treadmill for the rest of your life, you absolutely can. And there's nothing wrong with pay in fulls, by the way. I get pay in fulls from time to time. But the sustainability of your coaching business relies on monthly recurring revenue. And this is the model that you want to build over time, because this is sustainability. And by the way, you might be thinking this and you're like, oh, not sure if this is enough money for me. It's almost $500,000 in revenue. It's $423,000 over the span of 12 months. Look how simple this is. This is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 just lines. Like this right here is better than most of the business models that I see. And this is just 8 lines on a Google Doc. And it's just relentless focus day in and day out, day in and day out. Now, obviously, for some of you guys, this might be unrealistic, and that's totally okay. This may have been unrealistic for me when I was just first starting out as well. So let's cut this in half, right? Let's say instead of 6 new one-on-one clients, you want 3, right? So this is going to be $3K in MRR. What's $72,000 divided by 2? Let me see. 2. You guys know probably about 36. Okay. So this will be $36,000 in monthly revenue that you guys would generate, or sorry, annual revenue you guys would generate in any given month. But still, this is very, very good. Very good. 3K cash collected might not be that much in any given month, but to my point, it stacks. Let's keep going through this. So now we only need to send out half the amount, let's say 15 value videos, converting at 20% inside of a month. This will give us 3 new coaching clients per month. So let's say we continue this process for the next 6 months. That would be, at the end of 6 months, $18,000 per month in one-on-one coaching revenue. And then we just times that by 12. And that is $216,000 inside of any given calendar year, just following this process. Now, obviously, guys, this is a hypothetical situation for the point of this value video, right? This podcast, I should say. Value video is top of mind for me. But this is a process that I've been coaching and consulting clients on for the last 7 years. And it's been getting better and better and better and better as time has gone on, as the increased competition has came into the marketplace, as AI has evolved recently over the last couple of years. This is a process rooted in integrity, rooted in truth, rooted in individualization, and rooted in demonstration. A lot of coaches might be looking at this and might be thinking like, oh, I don't have time to send out value videos. My argument is you don't not have time to send out value videos if what you're currently doing isn't working, right? Just like I said, I have some 7-figure past clients who still find time to send out value videos frequently inside of their month because it's that important to them inside of their coaching business. So the main thing I'm trying to convey here, guys, is not necessarily the potency of the value video, although that is true. It's more so stay focused. Stay focused, because if this is true for you, or whatever, insert whatever your acquisition protocol is that's working, right? If it's true for you, your only next thought should be, how can I do more of it to get to where I want to go? Anything other than that is a distraction, depending on where you're at in your coaching business. So take that for what it's worth, guys. Just something I see running rampant inside of the online coaching space right now is information overload, shiny object syndrome, and not staying focused. And you actually don't even have to be that good of an online coach in today's market. You just need to be consistent. The okay online coach who is consistent will beat the highly educated, great online coach who is inconsistent. In fact, I actually see it all the time. A lot of my clients are good and they make way more money than some PhDs, than some doctors who just are wildly inconsistent because they have so many good opportunities, but they're not focused on getting to where they want to go inside of their coaching business and having a long enough timeline on doing the same thing so that they can start to stack monthly recurring revenue. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. I know this was a bit mathy, but at the end of the day, your coaching business is just one big math equation. It's not even a big math equation. It's just a math equation. You need to understand what that math equation is for you. If you don't know, that's a problem. It means you don't have clarity inside of your coaching business. So what is the math equation that you have inside of your coaching business, and just double down on it. Double down on it and focus on it. Do not get distracted. Last thing I'll say on this is this one important concept is that if this is true for you, and if you're focused on this for the next 6 months, there might be months where things don't go according to plan, right? There might be months where you get one client. That's okay, because the law of averages, and this is why you need to stay and stick with something for a long enough timeline. Because the law of averages, the next month you might get 5 clients, right? And the month after that, you might get 6 clients. And it might all of a sudden correct itself, and you might get rewarded with even more abundance because you were consistent. What most coaches do wrong is as soon as there's a slight hint of resistance or a slight hint of discomfort, they stop. And all the momentum that they gained doing this action step, they stop, and then they try something else, and it takes them 6 months to gain momentum again, because now you're trying something new. And any time you try something new, you lose massive amounts of momentum, and it kills coaching businesses, kills it. So that's all I got for you today, guys. I know this was kind of punchy, a punchy episode, but hopefully it gave you some light bulb moments. See you in the next episode tomorrow.